Yeah, put this in your video actually.
Does he? This was a big year for me in terms of Geometry Dash. Just last year, I had only been 1 Extreme Demon, whilst this year I've been 6, with one of them being one of the hardest levels I'll probably ever beat. It genuinely makes me so happy that I get to beat these levels after being mind blocked on Axion for over a year. I'll go through each demon from easiest to hardest. I will be placing them by my opinion and not by the Riddle placements, but I will be showing the Riddle placements alongside. Lastly, I will not be showing the reaction of me beating Niwa, as I'm kind of embarrassed of my reaction. Without further ado, here are the levels I've beaten this year. Aki was the last level I beat this year. I decided to beat it as it's a nice and easy extreme demon that took me around 4 days to beat. Overall, it took me 5,871 attempts, with 3,600 of them being old. I had around like a 6 out of 10 experience with this level. It just felt like another generic extreme demon, but I get why people do this as their first. The hardest part for me was the ending, which was 84 to 100, which I somehow fluked from 0. This level overall was alright, and I'd recommend it to anyone as like a third extreme, but probably not as a first. Oh, I felt sick throughout the entire ending. I keep forgetting how horrible you feel at the end of Extreme Demons. Niwa was the first Extreme I beat after Karkanon. Wow, it sucked. This level took 5,184 attempts, and I even fluked it from 56, but none of this saved it from my terrible experience. It was probably because I set a rule to myself that I wouldn't DM someone until I beat it, but this led to me having a terrible time. There are a lot of choke points, especially at the drop and the end of the level. Then randomly for like 30% of the level, it becomes free. I disliked the gameplay and I'm so grateful I got to fluke it. Overall, this was a 1 out of 10 experience and I'm so happy that I never have to play this level again. Sweater Weather wasn't a planned completion as Rainbow randomly found it and we both just decided to race it. Of course, I lost that race pretty badly, but I still decided to beat it anyways. This level took me around 5,270 attempts and overall it's a relaxing level. This level is very equally balanced, which does get annoying as a level with the same difficulty in both halves can lead to a lot of frustrating deaths, but honestly, I didn't mind the deaths. I'd say I had 7 out of 10 experience with the level, as there's a lot of good gameplay moments and I really enjoyed it overall. This is a very enjoyable level and I'd recommend it to those who can beat it, definitely. Something like that, right? I dedicate this attempt to my super hot dog.
You dedicate to your super hot dog.
Ooh, drop attempt. I beat it.
Yeah! Let's go!
Yay!
This attempt was dedicated to your super hot
My
dog.
super hot dog! Yes! Allegiance was the second level of my Extreme Demon Gauntlet, with Niwa being the first level. This level took me 5,578 attempts. I really enjoyed this level, though I will say I got really lucky as I wasn't consistent with the drop until like 2 days before I beat it. I struggled with learning the level, but after I learned it, I did major runs on it. I'll mention the 35% ball click as I struggle with it the most, and I don't know if it's a skill issue or it's genuinely a difficult click. The coins in this level are really easy, so if you're going for it, I would just say go for them. I'd say I had a 7.5 out of 10 experience with this level, and I would repeat it again, maybe in Soul Link. Also, I forgot to record the audio, so I will be overlaying the music with the remix I used over the video.
Got no food, I got no food to eat, I got no food to eat, and I will start today. And I'm regretting my stupidity and forgetting to love my friction for my mistake. This the price I pay, and I know I shall suffer. There's nothing I can do except sit down and read. My sleepwalking that happens every night has really gone into me. Can't believe I eat everything is lean. So Mr. Olive Grouse, there's no help around. I feel so hungry and I'm losing my mind. Hoping for some more, I search my channels, but all I find out grows in the fucking inside. Gotta keep my calm, but it's this wrong. My shells are begging for love to lie. I try to stay strong, no life was gone. I guess I'll have to drink my tears tonight. Search to steal the food I need to thrive. I would have paid if I had cash on me, but in my rampaging it seems I've eaten every wallet that I have. Now I'm getting stuck cooking as I try to reset my house to find a star. My body's trapped in the wretched stuff reminded me feast is all to blame. I don't think getting food is worth this thing. So Mr. Olive Grouse, there's no help around.
Nice! GG! I almost died at the end there. Whoa! Yes! I'm so happy with this up. I'm so proud. I've been another extreme.
Falling Up I think is one of the most underrated levels difficulty-wise I've played on a Red Bull. This level is really difficult as it took me 2,000 attempts just to do the last duel all in one run, as each click is so nuanced. Even after doing the run once, I still needed to play it over and over just to be moderately consistent. It's also a huge jump trying to do runs from before the last duel. Luckily the bulk of the difficulty comes from the difficult ship parts, which is my best game mode. Also, 4060 is free apart from the few times I died from the transition from the spam into the ship, which is why I alternated at that part. The other difficult part was the first 15%, so this level just becomes a mix of being mind blocked at the beginning of the level, then randomly getting fire and getting a dual death. I took 8,571 attempts to beat this level. This will forever be an iconic level, but the underrated difficulty mixed with my unlucky experience, I would have to give it a 3.5 out of 10. Actually, there's no progress to be made. The last progress to be made is 100%. It's just, can't do that.
Bro, need speed, I need this. My mom, she's kinda homeless. My Prismatic Haze record's about to hit top 7,000 in submissions.
Nice.
Freaking gap, bro.
I beat it! I beat it! I actually beat it! I actually beat it! I actually beat it! Oh my god! Oh my god! Carcano is the hardest level I've beaten ever. This level took me over 1 year and 31,754 attempts. This was one of the hardest things I have ever done, especially since this is my second Extreme Demon and a jump from Axiom. I had always dreamed of being Oblivion, but I'm not good enough at the game, so when I found a level that was just an easier Oblivion, I started to do runs on the level just for fun. I didn't realise that I would drop every other level I had planned as my second Extreme and just focus on Carcano. There would be weeks where I'd spend hours just playing Carcano and playing no other games. I ended up with 50-second drop deaths, which is a death past 60%. On one fateful day, I knew that if I just did some practice, I could beat it that day, and it ended up being the case. I love this level. I love the gameplay, the deco, and the song. I know I had an extremely rough time with the level, and there are some not well structured sections, but this is my favourite level I have ever beaten. That was every extreme I've beaten this year. There are a couple more levels I wish I had beaten before the end of 2025, but honestly, those are all extremely difficult levels which I have good progress on, so I'm still proud of myself. I have been 6 times as many extreme demons as I have last year. Maybe I'll be 6 times as many next year. Yeah, no. But I can't wait to see what levels I can beat in the new year.